Hey everyone! So I'm really sorry for not making a video for a while. You probably thought I was dead. I was not. Life was just a little hectic, vacation and everything like that. I know it's no excuse, but I'm making a video now, so hopefully you guys will forgive me, please. And today's video is going to be a little bit about one of the requests that I had, and it was to make a video about, dating. How do you date as a gay guy? How do you meet guys? Blah, blah, blah. Anything to that effect. And that is always the $1,000,000 question, isn't it? I feel like. For anyone, gay, straight, whatever you happen to be, it's always a little harder to do. Sorry, I am dying right now. I just went to this abs class at the gym, and I went with a bunch of my friends, and all the girls are so good at it, and all the guys are so bad at it. I don't know what that is, but they're over there. They're like, all right, V-ups or whatever, and the girls like have these like weights that they're using to get up there, and I'm like, oh god, I think I just shit myself. Trying to get up there, it's terrible. But anyway, sorry. Back to the matter at hand. Dating. Yeah, so I've already talked a little bit about, my experiences on Tinder, just like a tiny bit, nothing really big. But as you know, obviously I've done, the online dating or the app dating or whatever you want to call it. And I think it's pretty cool. It's more of a novelty thing. I know who might say that considering I'm dating a guy that I met on there. But it's kind of more of a novelty thing. I mean, it's a great way to meet people, and for me, I just know I started it as like, for fun, just swiping through. I thought it was cool that you get to, look at people and see different people and blah, blah, blah. That said, since they market it kind of like a game sometimes, people can like get that kind of detachment from it, so they don't actually like disassociate it from reality, which makes for probably not the best matching up. I truly believe like really organic ways of meeting are typically a better way. That said, a lot of people, myself included, have a lot of trouble getting the courage and everything to talk to people out there in the real world, you know what I mean? So, especially when you think they're cute. So, in this video, I'm going to, I guess, talk about some of the ways that I have met guys in the past and some of the things I've done that have worked to, get their attention or whatever. So yeah. So I guess the first would be a very easy one. If you want to find a gay guy or a gay girl or whatever, go to where they are. So if you're a gay guy, I'll just focus on that for the purpose of this video, but apply it to whatever you happen to be. If you're a gay guy, go to gay bars. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to meet a guy who's in a gay bar. Like, I don't want to meet that type of guy. It's like, okay, everyone has been to a bar. Gay bars just happen to be serving a more gay clientele. And I mean that in every sense of the word because they're more fun for sure. But I think that's the best place to meet other gay guys. And yeah, there's going to be some very, I guess, like ones who are part of the scene where, they're always out at the bar, they're always with a big group of friends, and, that's like a big portion of their life. But there's going to be tons of guys like myself who are, like, they enjoy going to gay bars, I think it's fun, but like it's, a more sparing thing, and it's not like a huge part of, weekly life. So if those guys who are, part of the scene or whatever you want to call it, always out there, always partying, whatever, if that's not your cup of tea, do not fear. Those will not be the only guys that you have to pick from out there. There'll be lots of guys from all different types of walks of life and everything, and different hobbies and different everything. There's gonna be tons of guys that are, this is their first time in a gay bar or whatever, So don't overgeneralize, just go out, have a good time. And when you are finally there, I have, I guess, a few things I'm gonna share with you that, I've done that have helped me with, talking to guys, I guess. The first being that the easiest time to probably talk to someone is when you're both at the bar together, ordering a drink or something like that. I think that sitting around, hanging out at the bar, just kind of sipping a drink and staring is not going to be probably the best way to meet someone. I think that, obviously there's nothing wrong. Yeah, I'm just talking if you're there alone. Like, if you're with a group of friends, obviously be with your group of friends, discuss amongst yourselves, guys or whatever that you're eyeing or whatever. But don't just kind of stand around. But when you are at the bar together with whoever it is that you're interested in, just try and strike up a conversation. It honestly never hurts. Whenever someone talks to me in a bar setting or whatever, or any setting really, I am very easy to talk with. I respond and I laugh and I joke and I, do whatever. And I make a lot of friends that way, which is cool. And so that's how I know it works. And I've done it plenty of times too, where, I've been at the bar, and I see someone that I think is either, cute or cool seeming or whatever, and I'll just strike up a conversation and, it goes from there. And I think that puts you leagues ahead of a lot of other people who are out there who are, like I said, kind of like lurking in the shadows with their like drink, like stirring it around, all creepy like, right? So don't be that guy. Don't be him. Don't do it. But be that person who's, friendly. And you know what? If the person's not interested or whatever, you get friend-zoned, you're farther ahead than you were. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a bad thing at all. And you know what? This helps getting your confidence up for talking to other people, because 99 times out of 100, there's going to be someone who is interested in, furthering that conversation, even if it's just for a little bit, even if they're not interested, whatever, even if they're busy. They're not busy at a bar, but whatever. I think it's going to be a positive experience no matter what. The second piece of advice I have for you, and this is for those of you, I guess, who've graduated from that first step of, going to, just like talking to random strangers just to build up that confidence or whatever, or if someone that you're interested in happens to be not, at the bar and you can't talk to them easily or whatever it is, I know it sounds really, really simple, but just shoot them a look. And I don't mean a look like, I don't mean like a blue steel kind of thing or whatever it is. What I mean is just smile or something. Like, you're across the room or whatever, you catch their eye, smile, whatever it is. Don't smile that creepily, but just like give a smile. And then if they smile back, 100% of the time you're good to go, golden, go up for it. If they don't, then I don't know, they either didn't see you or they're not interested, whatever. But I would say that it's a very good, I guess, litmus test for whether or not there's some mutual interest shared there. And so I think that could be a very positive thing to pursue in that instance. Okay, so this third one is going to be for anyone who has, other people there. They're not there alone or whatever, they're with their friends. So by far the easiest way to meet people if you're going out and you're having fun dancing and everything is to include them in a group. And I say this from personal experience also, all these from personal experience, but definitely if you're out there dancing with a friend or whatever, and the friend kind of, brings them in, dances with them a little bit. Typically, I know some of you might hate me for this, I don't know, but straight girls are awesome wingmen in this regard. It's great for them to, you get a little flirty with each other, and like you bring the guy in or whatever, and it makes it a lot more, it's the perfect icebreaker, it's almost kind of fun as opposed to serious, you know what I mean? Which a lot of people make it, unfortunately, the whole, meeting other people and everything. It can be super fun, and it should be super fun. It shouldn't be like a very, it shouldn't be everything to you, I think that's the number one mistake that people make, like going out and needing to meet someone that night and have an awesome time or whatever, and when in reality you should just, go out and have a fun time no matter what happens, at least that's what I think. But yeah, get your friend, whatever they happen to do, if it's, literally dragging them over, or if they're a little bolder or whatever, and that I probably wouldn't do unless you did the smile test and they've gauged it and you can give them the go ahead. or if it's just like, you're dancing, you get closer and closer, and you kind of like, engage them in the dance as well. Or, if they take your shirt off and the guy comes over. No, I'm kidding. But that can work, depending on what kind of guy you're trying to get. But yeah, I think that is an awesome way. Like I said, it really breaks the ice in an easy manner. It's not like a immediate, if you're a little shyer, it's not an immediate connection right there between the two of you where, you can suffer that rejection or whatever if you're afraid of that, which I'm sure everybody is. If someone tells you, oh, I'm not afraid of rejection, then you're probably lying, because it's a scary thing, right? But yeah, in a gay bar, like I said, tons of opportunities and tons of ways to meet guys. And like I said, they don't all have to be friends, or they don't all have to be future husbands. Sometimes you meet friends, sometimes you meet, someone who didn't work out, whatever happens to be. There's nothing wrong with gauging that interest with some of these little things, and also, approaching them, because the worst that's going to happen is they're not interested, and they're never going to be mean about it. They're never going to say, like, buzz off, twerp, you know what I mean? Although that would be hilarious if someone said that to me, I would die. But yeah, they're usually going to be very nice about it and then go on their way. And you know what? That's cool. Like, that's fine. So if you're 100%, 1000% sure that you do not ever want to meet someone from a gay bar, and you never want to date someone like that or whatever, another way to do it, I think, would be just join. In order to meet people, you have to go out and put yourself out there. So join groups or, communities in your overall community, whether it be at work or where you live, whatever, that practice or do the same hobbies or have the same hobbies that you actually have. So whatever it is, if you like hiking, join a hiking group. It doesn't have to be a gay hiking group or anything. It can be just a hiking group, and you could potentially meet some other guys that are also gay, and that could be, at least you have one big thing in common. It could be a tennis group, it could be a language group, it could be video games, it can be anything you want, literally anything. Just try and look up that kind of stuff in your area. Like, I know here they have like gamer nights, GAYMER, where, they've set up big screens and projectors in bars, and they play Super Smash Brothers and stuff like that. So I think that's super cool. If I were single and I wanted to meet someone who also liked video games, then I would love to go to something like that. So stuff like that, I think that's really cool. And the same kind of things apply there. Obviously there's not music blaring and everything like that, so conversation is going to be very key in those situations. And I know from personal experience that you're never going to get anywhere unless you are very communicative and you're very, engaging with the other person. You can't expect them to notice you when you're just a wallflower, So please put yourself out there. Just, go for it. Like I said, the absolute worst is going to happen is that you both are going to have a great day doing whatever it is that you guys are doing in the group or activity or whatever it is. And if there's no mutual attraction or anything like that, then, that happens. This obviously works a lot better for guys who are in areas where there's a higher population of gay people. But like I said, you can also join like gay groups like that. So I think that works very well as well. I've never really lived anywhere besides in my hometown where there's not a lot of gay people. So that's going to be a little harder. The best I could say for that is maybe try and get yourself to a bigger city. I don't mean move, but like, plan a trip with some friends. Go hang out, whatever it is. Like I said, even if you go solo, it's not a big deal. It could be a fun night or a weekend, whatever it happens to be. And you never know, you can meet someone that can change your life and that would be worth moving out for and everything like that. So really, I think what this all boils down to is a few big things. One, go out, have a good time first and foremost. I wouldn't ever live my life looking constantly for my next boyfriend or whatever. I think that's not a good idea because you're gonna miss everything along the way. Two, be engaging. You know, you have to put something out there in order to get something back. You're not just gonna have guys falling all over you, unless you're like, I don't know, ridiculously hot, in which case you don't need to be watching this video. Go out there and help other people as well, or something. But lastly, have confidence, you know? And like I said, worst that happens is they're not interested, they're not gonna be mean, they're not gonna say anything mean to you, they're not gonna call you names. It's gonna be as simple as, oh yeah, the music's pretty good tonight, huh? Okay, that was terrible. You can tell I have no game, but let's just pretend that someone says that. Music's pretty good tonight, huh? Oh yeah, it's alright. And then it ends. You know, you tried. No pain, no gain, as they say. Speaking of which, I'm gonna go die because my stomach hurts so much. But I hope I maybe helped someone with this. I know it's very obvious things, but it seems to be things that people forget very often. When I see a lot of my friends are like, I don't know, I can't get anyone interested in me. And it's like, well, have you been actually doing anything to help that? And they're like, well, no, I just thought they'd come over and talk to me. It's like, well, how do they know you exist if you don't go and tell them, you know? So anyway, I hope that helps even just one of you. If so, it's worth it. I'm back. I've been trying to get Michael to make videos with me, and he's just always working and it's never matching up. And so hopefully soon we'll be able to make a video again. I want to do like a boyfriend tag or something like that. I thought that'd be cute. But we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be back again soon, rather than later. All right, bye.